So today is my father's birthday, and I texted him happy birthday, and I asked him if he knew about this, like what's been going on with me. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I was talking about on Thanksgiving, the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars have been after me and they've been terrorizing me, and he just read the message. Problem is, I need like all my devices replaced because they're all tapped. I'm like backed into a corner. Like, I don't know how to get out. Like, I need help. Like, I need actual help. But I don't know if I'll do well in Nebraska. I think that's Nebraska. I also have not tried the rosemary tea yet, but I need to get on that. Oh my god, my ear's so fucked up. Sorry, like this whole fungal shit is like ruining my life. In the song So What If I'm a Freak by Snow Strippers, there's a line that says, fun fact, if I actually killed myself, you could go to jail for that. I'm not gonna lie, I had a thought, I was like, maybe I should just fucking kill myself. And then I saw a condor fly over, and I'm like, well, like, they're gonna go to jail anyways. I might as well be able to see it. But, like, that's, like, how far this has gone. It's to the point where, like, I can't keep my head above the water. Everything's tapped. My gas bill is like $140. My electric bill is $180. I am just fucking over it. I'm so over it. We gotta win today. So there's been this piece of furniture on my back porch because I literally couldn't pick it up and put it in my car myself. And I couldn't rent anything to move it for a reason. I was like, let go and let God. Well, I've been slowly taking it apart and throwing it away. And today, I was like, you know what? I looked at it and I like pushed it on its side and I jumped on top of it. I was like, parkour! And demolished it. And then I went to go throw it away, and I don't have all the space in my trash can, so I went to go throw it in a different trash can. And that fucking bitch, that drunk bitch, she was hiding old bottles in that trash can. Oh my god. There was one time I found a whole case of, it was an empty case of those White Claw Surges. That in itself is diabolical. In my recycling, she didn't even bother to throw it away in the actual recycling bin. As if I wasn't gonna see it eventually, bitch. What the fuck? Anyways, that piece of furniture is all gone. Well, it is safe to say I've reached the crash out portion of this. If my father didn't think I was crazy before, oh yeah, it's not good. It was kind of like, hey, did you know about this? Didn't answer. I'm like, the North Carolina and South Carolina, they have a Bureau of Investigations. If you know anything, please let me know now. He's like, no, I didn't. I don't know anything. It's like, then why aren't you worried? He's like, I am worried about you. What? He's like, you need to get out of Raleigh. You need to get away from these people. You need to get closer to family. I'm like, I can't get closer to family. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who all is involved in this. I was like, I think mother's involved. And he's like, your mother's not involved. I was like, reached out to my brother. Maybe he can help, or his father can help. His father was in the law enforcement. So I'm like, maybe something. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws at this point. I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of feeling like a rabid animal. I'm feeling like a rabid caged animal. I'm feeling honestly insane. Not honestly insane, that's a lie. Please don't come after me for saying that, y'all. I'm in a healthy mindset as much as I can be in this predicament. Samman1009, seems like I need to do a lot of things Also, ignore the Q-tip in my ear. Like, this shit has been fucking with me so bad. Like, my ear's so fucked up from this stuff. Oh my god. Anyways, so like, when I tell you I feel like I have a full body fungal infection, like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, I have a hard time with the GoFundMe thing because I feel like these people need to make this right. I feel like my things need to be covered. I should get back all my rent. The utilities in itself is like so fucked up. Like, the fact that my gas is like 138 and my electric is 178. Like, it is insane here. It is insane. I don't necessarily want to do a GoFundMe because, like, I feel like I will eventually get this stuff back, and I don't want people to put their hard-earned money into this. And I have a hard time asking for that kind of thing, but I genuinely feel like I'm getting so close to something happening. Sorry for crying on the internet again. Oh my god. Sorry. My fucking ear is so fucked up. Anyways, I feel like something's gonna happen soon. I'm trying to reach out to whoever I can. I even contacted my brother because his father's in the law enforcement, well, at least was in law enforcement and pretty high up there. I'm just trying to figure things out in some capacity. I am somewhat having a meltdown right now, so excuse me, but I have a hard time with the GoFundMe thing because I feel like this stuff is going to even out soon. I just need to hold on a little bit longer, and I don't want people to feel like they have to give me money because I've always been someone to figure these things out, and like I don't think a GoFundMe is going to necessarily help because I don't even know where to start as far as like I can't even go find a place because my devices are compromised. I can't even get new devices because my devices are compromised. My bank accounts, like everything, like my mother has had access to my bank account this whole time. I feel like I need to be like literally just like wiped clean of everything, and I don't know how to do that, so it's hard, but I'm trying not to cry because I have work soon. But I know everybody would love to see me out of this situation. I'm sorry I've gotten like out of my positive mindset. Like, this is so out of character for me. I've just been kind of crashing out a little bit today because I feel like things have gotten so bad that like I'm being like suffocated, not only financially but health-wise too. For example, like, I don't know if y'all can see what's on my finger, but this just came out of my eye. Come on. Fuck. It's not. Fuck. Here. Like, this is the shit that's coming out of my eyes and ears. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. It's so gross. I don't know how anyone finds me attractive after all this shit. It's insane. Y'all, for example, love that. Fuck you, bitches. I cannot tell you how many hours I've just sat here with tweezers just going at my shit. Oh my god. Thank y'all for letting me crash on the internet earlier. I do feel slightly better. This is the fit. I do feel pretty bloated, hence the shirt, but we're gonna make it. Hello, Frey. You've got me curious. Are you talking about the name of the school? I'm intrigued. I've said before, I'll say it again. Can't keep baby down too long. Just another continuation in this fucking horror movie I'm living in. Horror movie? Thriller, maybe. Hopefully, this thriller ends on a good note. Ooh, psychological thriller, because it has been very psychological, for real. But I hope you're having a good night, Sandman1009. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I am having a decent Friday. Went to work. Now I'm at home. I guess it is home. That's my night. Good news is that my brother texted back. Somewhat bad news. We're just gonna forget it ever happened. I definitely texted someone earlier that I thought was still his number, and it was not. In a frenzy about potentially, no, not potentially, it's definitely a thing, being human trafficked in mama meth. So if someone got a random text like that, I'm sorry in advance. It's rough in these parts. So I'm texting my brother, right? And I'm like, hey, I think Mom and Walker, that's my stepfather's name, are in some stuff, something bad. And he was like, this is gonna come across sarcastic, and I don't mean it to, but you're just now figuring that out. And I like immediately go to text him. I'm like, I'm autistic. But I erase it. I'm like, he's not gonna understand this. He's an ex-Marine. He's not gonna care. He's dogged my ass for less. Okay? I'm not trying to explain the whole neurodivergent thing to him, but like, I go to text him, I was like, I was traumatized, man. Like, they traumatized me, and I thought she was a victim. I was like, I get it, though. Like, I thought it was just him. And to be fair, I didn't think that they were in nefarious activity. I thought he just liked to do a lot of cocaine and other things and be a creep. Like a big creep. Like, watch stepdaughter porn and be very creepy towards us. But, like, that is nefarious activity. But I didn't think it was, like, other people, too. I thought this was just a family tradition. It was not. It was not. Anyways, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. But I didn't know. She was never around me on purpose. And my autistic, innocent brain didn't understand. Till recently. Connected all the dots. But the conversation is going better than expected. Though he said that he could probably only just give me support, which is better than anyone else has done thus far. Other than, like, my coworker. Thank you, coworker. And other people, like, my coworker is actually trying to help me get solutions. But, like, everyone else been like, oh, sorry. I'm like, y'all. It's like, am I, like... I'm in hell. I'm in hell. But anyways, so at least I got someone on my family, like, somewhat supportive. But, like, I be like, can we get your father involved? Can we figure something out? I'm like, the time's a ticking. Thank you, Frank Mari, for reminding me that I'm still a baddie, even when I'm somewhat saddie. Thank you, love you. Thank you. I appreciate the support and the validation, even if it's from afar. It still counts. Thank you. Not letting me post on my other phone. Sick. So I'm gonna try to fix that lock-in shit. But brother update. Not the best. Not the best. But the bar was in hell. So don't feel too bad about it. The humor, though dark, spot on. For the right audience, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna try to lock in a little bit, but I figured I could share my signs of synchronicities finally. Okay, so I was like doing some digging, And I find it very suspicious the places my father took me on vacations. For real. I'll give you guys a hint. One of the places was Honduras. I don't know if you guys know about the island near Honduras. Okay, anyways, moving on. I won't go too deep in that. But I think the cruises are fucking weird. 888. The movie Housemaid. I want to see that one. And apparently it has some stuff that pertains to my situation right now. A lot of. Oh, and whenever I was looking at the show times, that's whenever I saw the 888. Because it had been like searched up some 100 million. I don't fucking know times. Something about a fated meeting, serendipity, and then the lyrebirds also represent communication and creativity. Dual meanings. Second guessing self. And then I just have like a bunch of numbers that were adding up to 13. Yeah, my brain will do that sometimes. And then I did a journal entry about my tattoos because the right side of your body is the masculine side. And whenever my shaman, which he's not my shaman anymore, me. Anyways, he was like, you're distorted. Your energy is distorted. And I was like, that's really interesting because I've always had to live in my masculine because I've always had to do everything on my own and be my own savior all the time. But I think it's very interesting that my masculine side has more of my feminine tattoos, which is kind of why I started doing this on my hand and my foot starting to match it. So it's kind of like that difference, that balance. It's hard to explain. But then I have these tattoos on my feminine side, which I feel like it kind of almost makes sense with that distortion. But I feel like the distortion was also my spirit guides cloaking me from that evil man. And then pens running out. So I was like trying to write and my pens kept on running out. So I felt like that was just like running out of time, running out of energy, which like that's how it feels like with my body in this house. And then soap and shampoo bottles running out, so same thing. Saw this video about wisdom is warfare, and that video was really cool. I had it in my favorites. I might have reposted it, but it was basically talking about the Ouroboros. Wow. Ouroboros. Wow. Sorry, speech impediment. But the Ouroboros is the snake eating itself, essentially. And so the idea is to get rid of the want, the desires, right? And in the video, it has a comparison of Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the other kids and the gluttony and everything, and how to have these like wants, like the fame, the sex, all that kind of stuff. Not Willy Wonka, but like the stuff with obscene and everything. It will ultimately be your demise, right? And how Charlie was just wholesome and just like wanted happiness and ended up having like the prize, right? And I just remember whenever I was doing my manifestation, how I just ultimately wanted to be happy because I've never had just like happiness in my life. I've never just had a long period of happiness. I've had happy times. It almost feels like microdosing on happiness, right? Right. I don't know if anyone, well, I'm sure people can understand this, but I've just wanted to be happy, and I've never wanted extravagant things. Like, I've just wanted love, and I think that's gotten me in some predicaments, and now I won't accept love I don't deserve, but I did. Anyways, so that was like part of it, but the connection is the Charlie and then getting everything he wanted, because I think because of the pureness of my heart, I think I know I'll eventually get what I deserve. Just might take some time. And then I have the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and then I flipped to a random page and immediately saw a path. And then the Bernu bird, which is like the divine heron. And there's this beautiful waterfall here, and I love this waterfall, but I haven't felt comfortable going back to this place alone because of a situation. And it's pretty secluded, but long time ago, you could see it in my past videos, like this was a while back, but I saw this beautiful heron and just hung out. I actually sang to him. Yeah. But Doomed by Bring Me the Horizon, specifically the verse, there must have been some kind of mistake. I asked for death, instead I'm awake. And I'm gonna do a part 2 now. Wow, went to go post part 2 of my Signs and Synchronicities, and they're fucking with my phone again. So funny. I was gonna like let my phone go as far as like not paying for it, because what's the fucking point? But then I was like, I did, and I was like, oh wow. Unfortunately, I need it for too many things. It's okay though. Hopefully something will happen soon. Okay, part 2 for Signs and Synchronicities. Then was Talking in Code by Marco and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. I've gotta go, and you're talking in code. Said I know where you've been, I know where you go. I've been tired from the minute I woke. I stopped listening the moment you spoke and said I'm long gone. Yeah, I'm long gone. And then Without You by Spooky Black Corbin. See my face when I slide through every place I would find you. Every time we fell apart, girl, I see it in the skies. Baby, hold my hand. Let me be your man. Let me take you away from the cold. Baby, be my diamonds and gold. Running through the day when you got up in my head, thinking I'ma flip and fill my brain with lead. I'ma end my life without you. Baby, let's see what these clouds do. I'm not so perfect, baby, yeah, you're worth it. Come right here, yeah. Girl, let me see you working. Now we're closing curtains. Come right here, yeah. Lately you were different, telling me what is it. Okay, hopefully this works. Anyways, so where was I? God damn. They started to fuck with my phone like mid-recording. But I was saying St. John 6:12, 6 plus 1 plus 2 equals 9. Lots of 9s. And then I was talking about Matthew 20:23, and I saw that 11:01. Can't read this bottom part. My pen was running out again. Turn the page. For the vocabulary, one of the words was austere. Very bleak. Yeah, seems like that sometimes. Then 333 222 345 123. And then I had one sock on me. Dobby. It's because I was tattooing, but I forgot about it. Heard Your Guardian Angel in my head again. Defeating the egregore, that dream with the truck, so like letting go. And then Salad, Blonde Shell. For this particular song, I hear this line in my head all the time, especially because of what I've been going through. Gonna get big, I'm so scary, I can't stop having visions of following him. Gonna make it hurt, I don't know how to do that within the framework, cause we were never violent. I can hear it in my head. She's so good. And then I saw a ad, and it was like vacation, and then I saw another ad. It was like some kind of ring. And then in my head I was like thinking, I'm at my end. And then I heard Hold Your Horses. Then Twilight, Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machines, Moth to a Flame. And then I was like having such a hard time falling asleep last night. Even though I was like on and off sleeping, like almost like a cat nap. But I had this like image in my head of like this like dragon wing with like black feathers like engulfing me. I don't know. So weird, but recording this on my other phone, but I was trying to talk about how my uncle one time, because I was talking about some writings I had done, and I was talking about like my family's carport. Well, my uncle, I don't know if it was a drug deal gone wrong. I don't know what happened, but they thought he was at my aunt's house, but he wasn't. But they sprayed my aunt's car and carport with bullets. She had one of those Suburbans, I think. Oh, it's fucking with my shit, saying it won't post my thingy. Making me mad. Well, this is gonna be posted before the other one. I'm gonna have to fix that. Anyways, but yeah, so they thought he was there, but he wasn't, so they sprayed her carport and car with bullets, and yeah. I think they might have thought the sheriff was there too. My other aunt's husband. Ooh, it is 12:23, so like 223. Okay, this is the ones from today. My signs and synchronicities. So 555-321-123-999-666. Condor, Fame by Balance and Composure. And then I had seen like 666 leaving the parking lot at work again today. And then I wrote, trying to find the glimmer before the lifeline, trying to find something to hold on to as practice. And then I had a customer ask me what was one of my favorite performances tonight, and I was like, I'm autistic, it's kind of hard to explain this. And I was like, I really loved Manchester Orchestra. And then I was talking about how like Turnover came one time and I was not expecting them to come. And then another thing, and they told me to look up Travis, so it's kind of like a version, like not version, but like similar sound to Manchester Orchestra. And 111 on my timer, Call It Karma by Silverstein. Blame it on the weather, but I'm a mess. And this February darkness has me hating everyone. And I know I need your comfort, but this drama makes me sick. Longer I lay here alone, it's harder to get up without you. I think that's it. Lose another day here, lose another year here. I'm with you. The acoustic version. You are the fire, my apartment floor. 16 stories, rather burn than fall. Anyways, I can finally sing that since it's February. That's a perk. Then Live for the Weekend, Heart Skipped a Beat by the XX. And I saw someone with a Snoopy and pumpkin shirt. Pumpkin. And then I saw Pluto, because like the lounge is called Pluto. No, the patio bar. It's called Pluto. Patio bar, whatever. I was like trying to open this can. I missed it like 3 times. So it's like 4th time's the charm. I don't know. Coworker said Uno reverse. Might be a signal. Maybe. Who knows? My one coworker was talking about her human trafficking case. And I was like, wait, you do that legally? It's like, oh my god. And then some writings. A cold-blooded sacrifice, a scorching knife, air tinted red, a delayed lifeline, war zone in my head, target on my back, infected from within. I don't know what the fuck this says. Where is the end of strife? 311 on my timer. Amber is the color of her energy. And then some more writings. Hellfire rained on the Masons like a hailstorm, the impact like the stray bullets on my family's carport. The deal's gone wrong, not what you've signed up for. When is it all said and done? Can you look at yourself in the mirror? And then some more writings. I'll drown in the circumstance of the irrelevance of my existence, the debate over if my being is worthy of breathing. Is it fiscally responsible, or is it harmful to all of the wallets of all the people involved to deduce/reduce a life into dollar signs? Yeah. Is it fucking up again? Some context on my carport. Okay, it's getting fucked with again. Dad, I'm gonna have to make another video.